This will be exciting for some of you and absolutely terrifying for others who are switching gears. What Joel and I have learned as we wrote this book is that people who have lived in a world of being an entrepreneur, or those who think like one, have often operated outside of establishment's rules most of their lives. So it appears effortless in terms of them making transitions throughout their lives. Retirement is a rule established by someone else and is often for those whose experience has generally been with large corporations, government, military, or other establishments or institutions where there are a lot of rules, and they struggle with this notion. If that's how you think, it will affect you switching gears effortlessly. As Joel and I sat together one morning working on this book, we talked a great deal about both of us having been rule breakers in our careers. Terry's experience as a former banker was filled with lots of rules for everything. And almost from the beginning of his career, he wanted out of that environment so as to be able to create what he wanted each day. So for him, switching gears was easier because he has long had a clear vision, purpose, and values that he aligned with every day. These tenets have become his guiding force that tell him if what he was switching to is on purpose. His vision, mission, and values have changed. For his vision, he wants to be known as the most admired business advisor, mentor, author, writer, husband, dad, bappa, grandfather, and friend. For his mission, enhancing the lives and livelihoods of all those he interacts with in his life, and his values are honesty, integrity, authenticity, and respectability. For Joel, his career as a psychiatrist took him on a path he least expected. Armed with years of training in different and the latest modalities, he opened his private practice. The empty walls made him feel cold and uncomfortable. So, with a need to bring life to his office, he turned to his second passion, photography. His ethereal, ambiguous, dreamlike abstract photographs resonated with him as he hung them, adding a familiar warmth. I'm terrified to go or not to go. Will I be free and fly, or will I sink deeper into myself with no way out? Said a patient responding spontaneously and unprovoked to one of the photographs. Eureka! He followed her lead and explored the image in greater depth. This was the spark that led him to marry his psychiatry and photography. With this unconventional merger of passions, he found new inspirations. He shouts, "I'm alive!" Joel became one of the earliest pioneers in phototherapy, using photographs as a projective to help patients verbalize, explore underlying feelings and core conflicts. Some psychiatrists and other mental health professionals are using these images in psychotherapy. Photography, his passion, burns deep within him, lighting his way. His first language is visual, and he speaks through his evocative, surreal images using the camera as a paintbrush. It is an extension of him. The line blurs between his hand and the camera. He has become a fusion of flesh and lens, is immersed with every bit of body and soul. He instinctively knows when it is time to capture the moment. Intuitively, he created this novel technique by breaking many of the rules of photography. He is free to explore, discover, and unlock his full potential in both photography and psychiatry. Climb beyond conventional structure. Reach beyond your limitations. Create a path where no path has yet been realized. Switching your gears freely. Switch truly. That next gear may be the one that makes for a life you always wanted. Today, Joel has a license plate on his car that reads, "Roll with it." He has believed in this philosophy throughout his life, and it has served him well. Prior to that plate, he had one that read, "To Chance," which also reflects switching gears. When you think about people like Mark Cuban, Jeff Bezos, Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and Richard Branson, you'll learn that they found ways to break the rules intentionally to achieve their vision and purpose. Their actions were ethical, and they did it in an entrepreneurial way. They will never retire, but will switch gears many times throughout their lives.